Mr. Alan Moore and Mr. Kevin O'Neill present The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Volume 2, Issue 3. Saturday morning, woken from awful dreams. Something about Jonathan? As the troop at the Horsell Common began shelling out the crater. At our inn, we dressed and hurried downstairs as quickly as we could, only to find Mr. Griffin already risen. Apparently the second cylinder, whose disintegrated witness had hit a golf links in Surrey, precipitating the military response. The artillery boom was deafening, going on and on. The ending silence that followed, I remembered thinking, that's it, that's over. Evidently, this was far from the case. Three, and the dawn comes up like thunder. Dear God, those great black belches of smoke from the common. Are those our artillery positions? But how could they pinpoint our guns so accurately, so quickly? I don't know, perhaps. Obviously, they possess superhuman intelligence. Predicting such things would be child's play. If we'd stayed in bed a moment longer. But, I mean, that heat device, how could it possibly reach this far? Someone approaches from the direction of the common. Walsh, are you the Murray group? I'm William Murray, and these gentlemen are my associates. We've come from Whitehall, I presume. I delivered the orders to open fire. Our instructions to return you to London if things went badly. Are we to take it that's how things have gone then? Badly? Just get in the coach. Later, we learned that almost all of these poor men in the common were destroyed just moments after they had fired upon the crater, shelling the second cylinder at Buffett in Surrey with similar results. I still can't believe all this is happening. It seemed the heat at a distance machine had combusted church spires and chimneys, even in villages far from the common. One place that we passed through called Maybury seemed wholly in uproar. Evacuating family homes, people crammed possessions into suitcases, perambulators, or handcarts, and fled from their lives. As our taciturn coachman drove us back to London and our sanctuary, the museum, we ourselves were likewise silent. Hyde glowering. That extraordinary confession last night. What did it mean? Nemo planning, Alan restless and unsettled, Griffin apparently unconcerned. I have a terrible presentiment. I do not think that we shall all survive this. It's more than bloody difficult, seeing well as it could be. I fear there is no idle sorrel. I fear that the word we're all avoiding is invasion. We hear another cylinder landed in Surrey.
My fleet golflings. We're shelling it now. But please, no mention of invasion. The panic alone could kill hundreds. Whereas, despite this heat device, casualties would be limited. The creatures are evidently unable to leave their crater.
Good job. That would be dreadful. So what are our plans?
For the moment, we'll observe and remain flexible. That wait and see what these creatures do next. Mr. Bond here has charts of our proposed artillery positions with which you familiarize yourselves. Mr. Bond? Here, please don't let these leave the museum. The highly chic at it.
I scarcely think I require lessons on national security from you, sir. Mr. Holmes, might you be more detailed concerning our instructions?
You, madame, should study our war plans and learn what you can from our enemy. Read about Mars, for example. Some or all of your comrades should venture south of the river again for reconnaissance. Later, I may have more specific missions in mind for some of you. Let us see how things develop. Wait, you mean us chaps have to go to Horsell? I hope you've provided transportation. Yeah, naturally. You have the same coach you arrived in. The driver, Mr. William Sampson, Jr., is one of our best men, distinguished himself fighting the mad.
Sir, what are England's chances in this conflict?
As with the May uprisings, Miss Murray, we must remain optimistic. Do you know, I believe it's going to rain. Not to worry, I doubt it will amount to much. We were just going out then. Bloody weather for it, I must say. Will you be all right on your own? You wouldn't rather
This is fascinating. Do you know Mars has very little gravity in comparison to Earth? No wonder those things could hardly move. Oh no, I'm all right. You go on.
Right. Cheerio. Hello. I suppose this ought to face that blasted heat device again then. Good. I want one of those slugmen to play with.
There'll be none of that. I've got orders not to go within sight line of the crater.
You're telling me what to do, you little arse pimple.
Hide for God's sakes. That's right, I'm telling you what to do. And I've killed Pathans and Kurds uglier than you in my time. Now get in my coach.
Yeah.
I must confess, I admire the British people's bravery. With horror at their doorsteps, they seemed unconcerned.
Hardly unconcerned. More blinkered, I'd have said. Pretending everything's tickety-boo, Nemo. It's a great British pastime. Our driver's a damned coward. I know that much, refusing to go near that slug pit.
On the contrary, hearing him speak to you, I did not think him cowardly.
Holmes said Sampson was a Mandy veteran, and that we should remain optimistic, as we did then. Actually, the Mahdi revolt's a perfect example of England's complacency. We warred on a culture we didn't understand, and we were massacred.
Men from Mars.
What's the point of all this if we're not going near the damn crater?
Presumably we're observing conditions there. The hamlet of Mayberry, for example, is quite deserted.
Wait a minute, where's Griffin?
I assumed he stayed at the museum. Holmeston specified that we should all continue this reconnaissance.
I suppose not. This bristling storm's getting worse. Let's hope the little bastard's horses don't.
What? Driver, what are you doing? You almost turned us over.
That last lightning flash. I thought I saw something. What's the noise beneath the thunder? It's almost as if... God's balls.
Back. Get back inside the coach.
It's like a milking stool.
Just get in. We have to get word back to London. Come on, get up here. Mr. Griffin? Mr. Griffin, what are you doing? I know you're there. Why aren't you saying anything? Griffin, I demand to know what's... No, don't, please. No, let go. God, listen, please, don't.
Look at you, you stuck-up little tart. What are you? Say it.
I'm a stuck-up little tart. I'm a stuck-up little tart.
That's right. Where was I?
Whoa. Right, you lot climb out. I'll carry on over to Valhall and report to him. You'll probably want fetching back here to the museum. No doubt I'll see you later.
God, what a nightmare. That bloody milking stool thing. We're all in the most beastly trouble now, all of us.
Let's get inside, out of this rain.
But you saw how fast it moved, bowling across the horizon. A machine like that, it might be too much even for the army.
You realize there may be a second device, maybe a second such device at Byfleet.
Oh God, that's 3 golflinks. The second cylinder landed there. I'd forgotten that. 2 of them. And we thought they couldn't leave the crater.
No, that is what you English assumed. I thought otherwise.
Yes, as you said, they'd be building some sort of vehicle. While we were all hoping for the best, you were expecting the worst. It's as if you started to hope for the best of English failing.
Growing up in Mumbai and Calcutta, one learns differently.
Quatermain, Nemo, come here! Come here now, damn you! What is it? Oh, God! Griffin, it smells all over here. He was naked. Help her, clean her up and help her.
The plans detailing London's gun positions are gone. I don't understand what has happened here.
Come on, let's get her downstairs.
Here, I can carry her. There's a bruise by her hairline. It doesn't seem too severe.
Mina, can you hear me?
Hush, Miss Murray. All is well. You are safe now. Come, let us make her presentable before Holmes arrives.
Hyde? Are you all right?
I'm fine. See to her. He made me grovel. I couldn't feel any more sick of myself if he'd put his affair in me. I can't even write his name. He somehow made a pact with our earthly enemies. Or that much seems certain. Betrayed his country, his world, made me grovel. But enough of that. The question is, what are we to do about it? This place, the museum, we can't stay here.
What?
We have to leave. It isn't safe.
Mina, look, you're still shaken up, I expect. No, she's absolutely right. Griffin knows this place. To that end, I suggest that Captain Nemo and Dr. Jekyll's associate be relocated to the captain's submersible boat.
What about us?
My dear, you have had a simply frightful time. We thought you might enjoy a little holiday.
We saw Nemo and Hyde aboard the Nautilus. M wants him to defend the Thames against that melting stool they and Alan saw. It's hoped they can contain the battle in North London. Mr. Hyde seems rather quiet. Almost ominously so, I thought. From Wapping, Mr. Quatermain and I were taken to Waterloo, where we were to commence our holiday. Despite the rain and the lateness of the hour, there were some families with their belongings in the streets. The panic has begun. It will no doubt be worse in the morning. We were put on our train by Mr. Sampson, our coachman, who wished us luck. As M explained it, we're to visit the South Downs, there to locate a scientist engaged in highly secret government endeavors. So secret, in fact, that we were told neither his name nor his whereabouts. We had to locate him and inform him that H142 must be conveyed to London. Needless to say, we have not been told what that is either.
I can't get over that three-legged thing. It was the way it moved so quickly across the horizon, with this kind of controlled toppling. If you could have seen it.
Yes, well, frankly, I've been more concerned by what I couldn't see.
Oh, God, of course, Griffin, Mina, I'm so sorry we left you alone with that treasonous swine.
I've lived through worse. What alarms me is Griffin's defection. That could cost us the war.
You're right. The odds against us are already high enough. Especially if Nemo was right and London has off two of those melting stone monstrosities.
3.
What?
3. Lord love us, can our nation's dirtiest defenders quell the influx of these queerly behaved foreign devils who show no sign of attention to adapt to our time honored English way of life, with cricket on the green and ladies' bicycles to evensong? Buy our next issue lands, and let it be our proof of loyal citizenship. God save the Home Secretary. Chapter 3. The Americas in the Rubble of Utopia. The Pirates' Conference, Rose Island. The Marvelous Isles. Speranza. Goldfinger Expedition, 1926. Scientific Expedition to the Black Lagoon, 1930. No survivors. Orlando. Conversation with Edward Framingham, Lake Lemaitre, Wyoming. Arkham. This is day 1 of year 1 of a new epoch, the epoch of the Invisible Man. I am Invisible Man the First. Holly Griffin, 1898.